I wanted to show you all our little garden. We just planted it a few days ago. That's a Mongolian iris. See, there's some little strawberries. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is a raspberry. Right there. That's another pot of strawberries. That's supposed to be peppers and a flower that I broke off that I hoped would root and didn't. But hopefully they'll come up. They're just seeds. This is a mammoth garlic. It ain't been in the ground long and it's pretty darn big already. As here's another blackberry. Right there. And this is the beginning of the week. So, at the end of the week, I'll show you how they look again. You guys can have a quick comparison. There's the flower I broke off. Stinking thing. They got one of the babies out to play with. Isn't it a cute little booger? All nice and chill for now too, huh? I wonder how long it takes them to go crazy and get wild.
I don't know. It's just calming down. It was a little upset at first.
Well, the little baby chickens have been out in the yard for a week now, I guess. And Vince seems to get along with them pretty good. Occasionally he gets mad at them for trying to steal his food. One of them disappeared, but I guess that's to be expected. It's been a week since I showed you the garden last. There's one pot of strawberries. There's one of the raspberries. They're not looking too hot. There's another pot of strawberries. A couple of them are trying to do all right. That's a blackberry. That's a blackberry. He's trying. He's doing good. That's another raspberry that ain't doing so hot. I can't believe how big my garlic is. It's a mammoth garlic, but that's a pretty big plant. And look, all my little peppers came up. I don't know whether they're jalapenos or poblanos, but they all came up. That's pretty exciting. You see the tail on this guy? That makes me think he's a little cockerel. And 7 out of the 9 little baby chickens we have look like that. I tried to put him out in the yard with these guys, but they were picking on him and being mean. So we gotta figure out something else. Which I think means we're gonna bring the old camper topper over and clean this spot out. Try to use this as a temporary coop for 6 of these guys. 2 hens and 1 rooster staying inside where they're safe because I really want them to grow up to be big. And we'll give them another 3 weeks locked in the outside coop. We'll return them out with the yard birds and see how they fare then. I really like to toss this guy so you can get a good video. Here we go. Whoa! Well, that didn't work out. Gonna have to catch him again. There he is. I'll let you see the coop when we get it all set up. Well, that's where they're gonna live. It's well ventilated, if you can see. And I think they'll be protected in there for a couple weeks until they get to come out into the yard. They're not in there yet. I'll let you know when they are. Hope you guys can see that through the screen. There's 6 little cockerels in there now. I think they'll be alright, like I said. There's their food and water. They should be happy little chickens until they're old enough to be yard birds. See, they already look happy being on grass for the first time, huh? We kept the two we think are hens, and what we determined to be our favorite rooster out separate. Let them grow out a little bigger and probably go in the coop with the hens, you know? Here's some pretty little chickens, though. Well, I'm not sure what happened to the missing baby chicken, but I'm pretty sure I know where it happened. From the look of things and how close we are to the house and all the other little baby chickens, I'm going to go out on a limb and say it was probably a stray cat. Which is a shame because I've been wanting a barn cat for mouse control. But not if they're going to kill baby chickens. Can't be having that. Maybe I set the yard birds out a little too soon, huh, Vincent? Well, that's my best guess, though, is a cat. It's a different baby rabbit. One day later. It's huge compared to the other one. But I'm fairly sure that little gray one's a runt. Well, it's been another 6 days since the last time we checked on the garden. There hasn't been much difference. There's still some strawberries that are struggling. Raspberries ain't looking so good. The strawberries are trying pretty good. Good looking blackberry. Not so good looking blackberry. I planted another pot of peppers. I don't see any of them coming up yet. This is another not so hot looking blackberry raspberry. My garlic is insane. And all my peppers that came up, something came along and ate the tops off of all of them. But we saved 3. And now we put a little dome on top of them to protect them until they get bigger. I got a new tree. It looks like a cedar. I hope it's a pine. But I suppose that's about it for this week. Oh, Vincent. We'll see you all next week.